Um, Donald Trump and them saying, one, the dismantling, I guess, is complete of the Department of Education. I understand it. I don't get it. But there's a lot of things with education I don't get sometimes. And this is coming from someone that for about the past 13 years has been around it and seen it change. At the state level in Texas, I don't get a lot of things that the state, actually, here's what I don't get is our state is actively looking to destroy public education, even though still 90% of the state is in publicly funded schools, whether it be actual public education or charter schools. And you know what? I can say all the conspiracies I want. This just does not look right. And while I get everybody has a complaint about public education, I don't think we look at this from the right perspective in a lot of ways. And yes, I'm someone who sits in the middle of it, sees the ins and outs of it. But I think everybody, it's like with a lot of things that happen in life, we see the finished product and don't know all the behind the scenes, and we don't care about all the behind the scenes unless you're a nerd about it. Education is one of those things where people who don't nerd out about it don't get what's going on with it. Um, Education is a field where yes, you should love being around kids. I don't know. Live not paycheck to paycheck. I'm making more money right now than I ever have, but I also have menial jobs for like 20 years. It's just some of those things, and you don't get to play catch up. Yes, this year we got a big raise, but most of the years I have been in education, it's like a 2-3% raise at most. And then at the end of the day, that's like an extra $1,500 a year, an extra little bit on my check. and the Texas just wants everybody to be, I don't know, happy and copacetic with what they're doing instead of let's actually fix the problems that are in public education instead of just saying, well, there's a problem in public education and we're going to make it worse because we're not going to really fund it like we should. We're going to be in the bottom 10, 15% of funding per student in the country. We're not going to support public education, even though it's about 85-90% of the state. We're going to support these corporate entities. Because here's the thing, public education is not a for-profit thing, so they don't have extra money, I guess, to help with getting people elected in office, except they can move a lot of people to get elected to office. And I don't get it. I do get some things that we have disagreed with, like Texas is a state that doesn't do Common Core, whether because that was enacted by Obama or whether because someone actually looked at it and said some of this is ridiculous. We have to look at stuff that just actually makes what we do better. And I'm going to say this outright. Testing our kids like we do does not make them better. Does not make the product that we create as educators, as someone who should be a productive member of society, better just because we test the hell out of them. You want to give them a test to make sure that they have the basic fundamentals down. You want to make sure that they have this down. Great, do that. Let's not make tests so complicated that we have lowered the standard of what is successful on that test to something that's successful nowhere else in life. 45 and 50% is only successful in the NBA past the three-point line. That's it. It is not successful anywhere else. 30% is not successful anywhere except on a baseball field where you hit the ball 30% of the time. We have lowered the standard so much because we wanted to up the difficulty of something that didn't really need to be upped because we haven't looked at what the actual problems are.